Alright, it's day number 66 of my talking in front of the camera, trying to enhance my ability to speak English and just improve my colloquial English. And today I continue with IELTS questions, and I even thinking about the plan. What should I do if I'll finish successfully with this challenge, 100-day talk in front of the camera? Because I don't want to stop with that, to be honest. I want to continue, probably not every day, but really regularly talk about different topics, talk about something to constantly speak English, and don't allow to forget about something. Don't allow to my brain to forget about something. And it's a great approach to talk, just no matter what's going on, no matter have someone to talk or no. But anyway, you can continue with that, because have some friends with who I can talk, with who I can chatting, and just improve my English in that way. But I'm particularly interested in doing it regularly, and doing it regularly, it means do it every day in my case. So I don't want to abandon with that, and I want to continue. So I'm thinking what to do next, and I guess I kind of come up with an idea, but I'm not going to talk about it. I guess I'll say about it later. Yeah, and we will see. So all right, let's just get started, and let's talk about the internet. When did you start using the internet? Well, I guess I started using the internet like about 12 years ago. It was in my childhood, the first interaction with the internet. I guess it was when I got my first laptop. It was the laptop of my older brother, but sometimes I was able to take it and to use it. And it was first time when I started to play some games, I started watch some videos, and therefore it was the first interaction, the first using the internet. So yeah, it was in like deep childhood. I don't remember even persistently, but yeah, or no, I forgot the word, I guess. All right, so let's go next. How often do you go online? If we are talking about using internet, like go online every day, like even if you are talking just about communication line, anyway, every day, because nowadays everything is connected with internet, and no matter what you want to do, to talk with someone, to work, to study, no matter to agree with your friend, like let's go outside, anyway, you take your phone, tablet, no matter, and agree with your friend, for example. So I use it every day for hours, and it's like not irreversible. So it's very important, like significant part of my life. All right, what do you usually do when you go online? I can't understand what does it mean. It's just when I use, yeah. Well, usually, for example, first of all, when I wake up, I like to pick up my phone and to check social media, to answer everyone I need, and then I start studying. So mostly, I guess, I study and read and communicate with someone. It's free. The most common things that I do when I go online, it's communication, studying, and I don't remember what did I say else. Also, I watch movies, by the way. I really like to watch movies. And yeah, that's all. That's all, I guess, if you are talking like mainly. Alright, do you think you spend too much time online? Yes, I guess too much. But however, it's well, I guess so. Let me read it again. Do you think you spend too much time online? Yes, I think, to be honest, it's too much, but you know, it's possible to spend this time with some profit when you are studying something like this, and it's possible to spend it just wasting your time when you're watching reels, playing games, and something like this. And I'm not sure that it's possible, especially in my case, to avoid too much using something online, go online too much. I can't avoid it because everything is connected. You know, when I want to study, even when I want to record this video, I need to open my laptop to find those questions by using internet, and then upload this video in YouTube, also using the internet. So I can't just refuse it, and I'm using it almost constantly during the day. Even when I listen to the music, I'm uh, online, kind of. I don't know. So generally, yes, probably I use it too much, but I don't think that it's really harmful because as I mentioned, you can study, you can play, but in my case, mostly I'm trying to study. However, over the past several days, I started watching reels more than usually. I'm spending, I guess, about an hour, probably a bit more, just watching reels, and damn it, I hate it. That's wasting of time. So yeah. Alright, what would you do without the internet, bro? I don't know. That's what kind of circumstances must be around me that don't I don't have internet. Like, it's impossible. I don't know what could I do. It's another I would have, if I didn't have internet, I would have another aims, I would have another assignments, I would have another approaches to everything, and I can't just answer what could I do without the internet. So that's a hard question to answer it like instantly. It's definitely a question that I can talk a lot about, and it requires some time to think about. Alright, let's move next. It's part 2. Describe a website you often visit. You should say what the website is, what you use it for, how often you visit it, and explain why you like this website. By the way, it feels like I have already answered those questions, or pretty similar, because I remember when I was talking about the website that I use often, and now I have to talk about something like this, but I'm not gonna looking for another topic, and today I finish with that, and next time I will be how does it called, like fuck, I forgot. I hate this feeling when it's like common word and I forgot it. What kind of word I wanted to say? I will be attentive next time. Yeah, about topics that I choose to talk. So alright. Anyway, I can answer about it. Probably I could say that the site that I use the most is YouTube, definitely, because in my case, It's a great website. It's even application. I use it more as application because it's a great opportunity to watch engaging content, to study when you need to learn about something, when you need to find some explanation about something. And I could say that ChatGPT is one of the most usable, uh, visitable site by me, but I can't say it, to be honest, because I use YouTube more yet, and yeah, that's just a great opportunity to do everything I need when I want to chill, when I need to study. I can open YouTube and watch some contents. That's why I like it. I prefer using specifically this site, or particularly this site. So I know that there's nothing more to talk about, I guess. I know. Yeah. All right. Let's move on. I feel that today's video is pretty strange. I'm answering some questions not in the way I would like to answer. This question I have already answered previously, like describe a website you often visit, and I didn't say almost anything about it, but alright. Sometimes it's probably possible to have such days when you are not in a good enough condition to answer questions well, right? Alright, so let's talk more about technology and its effects on society. How has the internet changed the way people work and study? Damn, I definitely answered those questions. Alright, of course, everything changed significantly over the past several decades because when we didn't have internet, it was impossible to study, to work online. Today, with the internet, we have much more abilities to study, to work. Almost each person, I'm sure, has an educator with who he's working online, and that's like so ubiquitous practice, and everything uh, everything became available in internet. We shouldn't go somewhere, we shouldn't spend some time to get some place. We can do everything online. That's the things that changed the internet. Alright, what are the advantages and disadvantages of online communication? Online communication is pretty convenient because, as I mentioned in the last question, you don't need to spend time to move from one place to another one, and you don't need sometimes even prepare because you have to think what to put on, and you have such excitements, I don't know, such things that you have to think about. But when you have communication line, you shouldn't think about it. But to be honest, the real communication is much more interesting, and the disadvantages of online communication is you can't feel the person, you know, when you can look at the person, when you are closely to the person, and it feels otherwise. And when you are able to touch the person or something like this, when you are able to interact with the person, it feels much more better. And in my case, I'd rather prefer like real communication over online communication. Do you think the internet makes people more isolated or more connected? I definitely, I'm sure that the internet makes people more connected. However, it lead to some troubles when people don't want to go outside, and it leads to overusing social medias, you know. But general, of course, it makes more connected even when you are playing games like CS2, for example. You are communicating with your team, with random people, but you are communicating, and it's communication. Also, you're able to get new acquaintance just by chatting with someone, and it could be person from another country, from another island, from another continent, no matter. So of course, it didn't become isolated, definitely, and the internet provides us opportunity to be more connected. All right, how can people use the internet in a healthy and balanced way? Um, Probably to use the internet with in a balanced way, to use it wisely, you should control it somehow. You can do it due to different applications that are gonna to remind you that you're using too much time your phone. You should turn off it. For example, in Instagram, I have and it's kind of notification. When I'm using it more than 15 minutes per day, I have on my screen notifications that you are using for 15 minutes. Do you want to use 5 more, 10 more, 15 more, or you should turn it off? And it's a good, because sometimes when you watch the reels, you lose the feeling of the time, and you're just dying inside those videos and don't realize what's going on around you. And sometimes you need some distraction to understand that something is wrong. So probably some kind of notifications you can make, you can put, I don't know. And I don't know if you're talking about healthy. Bro, I don't possess of a lot of information about it, so I guess I mentioned about the best way, for example, to control yourself and your using your social, not even social media, it's just gadgets, and even you can track your time by timer. For example, you are picking up your phone, your laptop, you are opening game, just you should to put your timer on an hour, for example, and in hour you will be aware that the time has passed and it's time to turn off your game, for example, something like this. All right, let's move to the next question. Should children be allowed to use the internet freely? No, definitely no, because the children they don't understand what's going on in the internet. They could be in the internet there are a lot of advertising, for example, of gambling and something like this, and the kids, they don't understand, and they sometimes don't understand what kind of content they should use, and especially they must be controlled if we're talking about the time, because it's very important to allow them use it for specific time, like for an hour per day, something like this. And you also should control what do they do there, because sometimes it can ruin, wait, I have to translate it. Psych, it's child psych?
Child psyche.
Child psyche. It could be really harmful for child psyche when they see something that wasn't created for their age. So yeah, it's important to care what do children watch in the internet, what do they do there, and they mustn't be allowed to do it freely. All right, that's all. To be honest, that felt a bit hard. However, it feels like I have already answered those questions. But anyway, it was hard. I don't know why. So that's all for today, and See you tomorrow.